Vasistha continued, victory over this goblin known as mind is gained when, with the aid of one's own self-effort, one attains self-knowledge and abandons the cravings for what the mind desires as pleasure. This can easily be achieved without any effort at all, even as a child's attention can be easily diverted by the cultivation of the proper attitude. Woe unto him who is unable to give up cravings, for this is the sole means to one's ultimate good. By intense self-effort, it is possible to gain victory over the mind. Then, without the least effort, the individualized consciousness is absorbed in infinite consciousness when its individuality is broken through. This is easy and is easily accomplished. They who are unable to do this are indeed vultures in human form. Abandon your reliance on fate or gods created by dull-witted people, and by self-effort and self-knowledge make the mind no mind. Let the infinite consciousness swallow, as it were, the finite mind, and then go beyond everything. With your intelligence united with the Supreme, hold on to the Self, which is imperishable. When the mind is thus conquered by remaining completely unagitated, you will consider even the conquest of the three worlds worthless. This does not involve studying the scriptures or rising or falling, nothing but self-knowledge. Why do you consider it difficult? If this is found difficult by someone, how does he even live in this world without self-knowledge? One who knows the deathless nature of the self is not afraid of death, nor is he affected by separation from friends and relations. The feelings, this is I and this is mine, are the mind. When they are removed, the mind ceases to be. Then one becomes fearless. Weapons like swords generate fear. The weapon, wisdom, that destroys egotism, generates fearlessness. Towards whichever object the mind flows with intensity, in that it sees the fulfillment of its cravings. Of course, there is no mind without restlessness. Restlessness is the very nature of the mind. It is the work of this restlessness of the mind, based on the infinite consciousness, that appears as this world. O Rama, that indeed is the power of the mind. But when the mind is deprived of its restlessness, it is referred to as the dead mind, and that itself is penance, tapas, as also the verification of the scriptures and liberation. O Rama, mind constantly swings like a pendulum between the reality and the appearance, between consciousness and inertness. When the mind contemplates the inert objects for a considerable time, it assumes the characteristics of such inertness. When the mind is devoted to inquiry and wisdom, It shakes off all conditioning and returns to its original nature as pure consciousness.